Big John, Big John.
All right, happy Tuesday afternoon, everybody. Max, you coming? Come on. Good boy, Ruckus. Well, I woke up, had a fire run a couple hours ago, and two big downpours come through. I was stuck in the truck for the one. Well, stuck in the truck, I didn't get out. So that was 3/10. Came down in about 3 minutes. I don't know, you can see the ponding over there in my bean field. Ridiculous. It'll shut off one of these days, and then we won't get no rain till the end of August. That's what I'm afraid of. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. I had to take them tubes off that grain drill, get it turned around and unhooked off the tractor. Rearrange some stuff in the barn again. Gotta get that trailer out of the garage. Come on, boys. There they are. He's throwing rooster tails. He don't care. He don't care. Max kind of stays away from the big puddles. Not him. He's right through the middle of everything. Gotta get some stuff taken care of, get some stuff moved around. You coming? Can jump up here? Huh? You tried. Oh, let's see. Open the doors. Come here. Come here. Oh, you knocked the bucket over, didn't you? You stay there. Come here. Ruckus. Ruckus. Come here. Oh, you big galoot. There we go. Come on, Max. Good boy. All right, the plan is start this rig up, turn it around, take all these tubes off, pin it up, move that wagon, and back it into the corner. That's the plan. All right, well, the plan is start this up, turn around, and I'll back it in. Tractor down the hill, back this up to the wheels, just get up onto the barn floor. That will elevate this even higher, which makes it easier for my 6'3" frame to get in there to take them things apart. Hopefully the old girl starts. I don't know, when did I finish beans? It's been sitting here a month, and I didn't turn the batteries off. Well, that's a promising sign. Like a kitten at a milk pail. We gotta tear this seat apart too. Leaks down. Sorry. It's an air ride seat. But it won't hold air pressure. It leaks, like I said, it leaks down. I got a slow leak somewhere. And there are them push fittings under there, so it's probably just a piece of tubing that's warped or something a little bit. I don't know where the dogs went. I don't trust Max to keep him out of trouble. We gotta be careful. The ground is so saturated and soft. Especially with these duals on the front end, you don't want to turn them when you're sitting still. You'll chew, okay, you'll chew some stuff up. There they are. I want to leave them out as long as I can, but I don't want to go in the ditch. Which Max has always been allowed in the ditch, but Tammy doesn't want ruckus in the ditch, which I don't think we're going to be able to prevent that. Sort of, I don't know. But, all right, just like that. There's your big boy. Alright, I'll make sure she's up all the way. I can put the pins in it. Oh. Whew. Gets hot in there in no time. Hi, Ruckus. Your nose itch? We just changed his dog food. We were out reading the dog food package. It says ease them into it, start with a little bit. Well, we were completely out of it, what we was feeding them, so hopefully we don't have any digestion issues. Of course, it can't be any worse than what it was because he's been really loose for a couple weeks. The vet gave us some probiotic stuff to sprinkle on his food, so we've been doing that, and that firms him up for his next bowel movement. But then later in the day he gets loose again, so Tammy got some completely different puppy food for him. Right, buddy? His one ear's broken down a little bit, his left ear. He's always wrestling with Max, and that ear gets flipped over. Well, when they're young like this, that ear being flipped over, and you'll break down the cartilage in there, and then they won't stand up when they're older. So hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, I got my pliers. I left them in the garage. I got a special pair of pliers for taking these apart. All right, I'll be back. All right, went up to the garage. Well, I stopped in the other shop and ground the pin off. It was right there. Had that lever lock and that spring on it, which we don't ever use. So, done with that. So now they work a lot better, and all that stuff's not in your way, pinching your fingers, stuff like that. So we'll I pulled one tube off right here, got a snap ring, and then so 21 more to go down through there. I'm gonna set you up on a time lapse. All right, pliers work a lot better with that locking mechanism taken off of them. So now, that actually went really well. The problem is you're climbing in and out of here. You can't reach the top from back here. So you gotta climb down in here and stand and kind of rest your bottom on this. Get underneath all this stuff, and it's even worse down here with this auger bracket on here. You gotta get underneath that, and then reach up in there. But the problem is, and I've got scars to prove it, these things drag along the ground, and they are razor sharp. They're 3/16, 5/16 hypodermic needles with a razor sharp edge on them. And I've got scars in the back of my calves and a few pair of jeans with holes in them from trying to get out of there. Setting your feet down in there's no problem. Problem is when you set on them and you rock back, they'll do that. Then you go to pick your leg up and it'll be sticking out. All right, but I've got a box that I put these in, and I think it's right over here. I don't think that's the one. Check under here. This is the one. Yep. This is the one I put him in. And by having a smaller box like this, I'll show you with the long ones. See, you got a long one and a short one. They all start out the same size. Oh, sorry, holding the camera the wrong way. You got long ones and short ones. They all start out this length, but when you put them on the ones that lean back, they grow, they stretch out. So you take the long ones and you put them in here, and a short one, and then another long one. I'll find the long one here. There's another long one. Boy, that one's about to the end of its life. And you shrink them back down. The first couple years we did this, I found a real long piece of, actually it's gas pipe that I tore out of the house for the old gas lanterns that used to be in the ceilings. And it was about 13 feet long. And I clamped a pair of vice grips on the bottom, and I slid all of these on there and then squished them all down and put another pair of vice grips on the top and then hung it up on the wall in here. It worked, but it was kind of a pain. So, there you are, looking for the dog. Ruckus is still out here with me. Right, buddy? Watch them spikes. They'll get you. All right, so I'm gonna put the rest of these in there and the pliers in there, put them under the workbench, and then we can pull that wagon out. I think I can pull the wagon out and put it right over in this corner and it'll be out of the way. Back this drill right up in there and get it unhooked. First, I'm gonna pull the head off of this auger. This is a brush auger. I don't know if I've showed you this before. I know you've seen it, but I don't know if I actually explained it. See if I can do this without making a mess. No, I don't want them beans down there. Bonehead will be eating them. Anyway, the very end of the auger, the end of the flighting is a brush. Well, it's worn out and it's causing issues. So I see there's a couple of bolts here, four bolts around this thing. So I'm going to pull them, slide this off, and see if there's a coupler between this hydraulic motor and that auger, and I can undo that and then just lay this off to the side and then pull that brush out and get a hold of the Firth or somebody and see if I can get a new one. I'd love to put an auger on there, a belt conveyor, but I'm not spending that much money. All right, so I'm going to get these cleaned up, put away. We'll be back. All right, what size are those? Look like 3/8. Wrench, ratchet wrench, sure. Hey, buddy. You being a good boy? Oh, look at that. Coming apart. Oh yeah, these probably aren't very long at all. Just got to hold that from spinning because the weight of the grain being pulled up the tube is going to keep this thing from going that way. It's pulling the grain up, so it's going to pull this head down. So basically these 4 bolts, all I have to do is keep it from spinning. Self-tappers yet to boot. I'm gonna have to cut a couple zip ties, possibly. In one of my earlier videos, this is that tube that fell off while I was trying to load beans one day. Oh my. I should have sat it back down to do this. Huh. Everything's over my head right now. But I'm not gonna start tractor up just to do that. There we go. Yeah. So I'm thinking, yeah, I gotta cut them zip ties on them hydraulic lines. Probably climb up on there and get a pry bar in this end, See if I can push it. Oh, hey, them little things work pretty slick. Oh, wait. Point the camera at what you're doing. See if I can get in here and reach that one. Oh yeah, I like them little pliers. Little nippers of some sort. They come in a bunch of stuff that I got from the neighbors when they moved. They left me all this stuff that they didn't want to take. All kinds of stuff in here, a lot of woodworking stuff. Small files. Look at these cute little C-clamps. I think them just adorable. More stuff laying around. All right, so let you guys slide through there. Hold on. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Oh, well, it's a good thing I didn't get rambunctious with it. This bar I got won't fit through the screen guarding, but looks like there's a locking collar on the outside of that bearing, so I gotta get that off. All right, I went up and got my good set of Allen wrenches, little piece of wire, cleaned it out, and got her broke loose. Actually, it come loose pretty good. So now we gotta see about getting it off of there. For that, I need a hammer and a punch. Let's see if I can spin it. I don't know, I'm not sure if that's a locking collar. Oh, let's see if there's a punch in this. Hey, nail set, that'll work. A little ball peen. That doesn't look like an offset. Locking collar though. It might have been. Hey, George, I think it is. Yeah, see how that works is okay, I'll show you. Now it's kind of hard to see. Let's get out here in the sunshine. Let me set this down. Let me lean it up. Now it's hard to see, but if you look down here, it's thin. And then you look up here, and right in there, it's thick. Let me get closer without the sun. So down where my thumb is, down here, this is thin, and up here it's thicker. Now you have the opposite, and there's actually Well, there's no lip there. But, and then on this piece here, you can see how it's thicker on this side and thinner on this side. I know you can't really see that, but thin there and thick there. So this collar goes on here. You get your shaft where you want it, centered, and then the collar goes on, and then you hammer it with that hole there. You hammer it around, and that eccentric locks it all together, and then you tighten your set screw. So now it's all free. So now, theoretically, I should be able to and I'm just lightly tapping that so I don't mushroom this end out. And it is moving. So let's go down the other end and see what's happening. All right, so that's not moving. So, I get a bucket. Open this up. There's a seat that's in there. Can't let it go on the floor because Beavis will eat it. And I don't want him eating treated beans. Now I can show you the brushes though. See here, it's a metal, but then the last little bit of it here is brushes. And it's supposed to be gentler on crops. So now if I get that pipe in there, a bar in there, and wedge that, maybe it'll pop that loose. Let me go get a bar. Schedule 40 black pipe. I made a maul handle out of it. I guess I got a little rambunctious splitting wood, didn't I? All right, so we're gonna see if we can wiggle that up in there. And then I'm just gonna turn what I was afraid of. Did we move? No. So that's probably rusted fast. All right, let me get a hammer. All right, well, I tapped around here with a hammer. You can see it chip the paint all off. Give her a couple whacks out. It's not moving. So I see a come along hanging on the wall over there. So I'm gonna back this drill up and actually set it down right here, and I'm gonna wrap a chain around this beam and a chain around here, and I'm gonna put my come along in there and put some tension on it and see what we can come up with. So hopefully it's not down on the pins. Nope, not yet. some high quality filming right there. Right, buddy? Chair. I like that. Sat all that time. Oh, it's probably been an hour, hour and a half, and it didn't leak down. So now I just gotta watch out for, keep an eye on him. All right, I'll be back. Oh, sun's hot out here, sticky. We got more rain. It's raining up there. What's it look like to the south? I got blue skies, some clouds. Nothing looks too threatening. All right, come on, Ruckus, come back in here. Well, hi, Max. What have you been up to? All right. Hey, I'm almost in line too. So, I don't have any light chain out here neither. I'm gonna pull real hard. Let's see if I got anything over here. I got a 3/8 chain hanging over there in the come along. Maybe I should get the rhino in here and use the winch on the front of it. Problem is now, when I go to pull that out, I'm going to hit the daggone beam before I get it all the way out of the drill. All right, I'm going to rig this up. I'll be back. All right, so I got a chain around through here, hook in here, strap around here, hooked in here. Let's just put a little bit of pressure on it. Afraid of. I think I boogered the end of that up, or there's a burr on it. All right, I'll be back. Probably gonna have to push it back this way and get a file and clean it up. All right, got a sledgehammer. Tap this back in. Didn't want to go straight. End up lightly tapping on the end of this while pushing, holding up and pushing back. So I got it back in. I got the shaft sticking out here, and I can feel a lip on it. So we'll get a file, and I do know there's a couple files in here. I don't know how good they are. I think they were for sharpening wood chisels. All right, maybe there's just this one. Well, there's a little triangle one. It feels like it's still got some meat on it. So we'll try it. I think that'll work. Get me a little multi-purpose lubricant. Ooh, might not be much in there. Now we'll go to the other end, hook things back up, and pull again. %, humidity out here. Get my hammer. All right, she's all the way off. Looks like it's been redone once. There's an extra set of holes in there. So let's see. Our shaft is going through. All right. Hoses still have some slack in them. I'm going to cut them zip ties. I'm going to need a few inches. So I got zip ties right here. So I need to cut that one. I wonder where the dogs are. I hear them every once in a while. I go out and look and make sure they're not on the road. Boys! I don't know what kind of drive coupler will be in there. I'm sure it's probably like a hex shaft with a bolt through it or something. Some kind of spline collar. Hi, boys. All right. Let's give her another time. See what happens. So there she popped. And yes, a bolt. Right there. With a lock nut. So we'll get that out of there, separate this head, lay it over here or up there or somewhere, and get it out of the way and pull that shaft out. I felt the pop. So let's undo this. You don't usually come along very often, but sure are handy to have when you do need one. All right, so we need to I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get some wrenches. All right. Well, had 2/2 inches, but no, it's 9/16. Nylock nut on it. You do that so you don't crush things together. You just snug it up. Go. There we go. Now that'll fall right off, right? Right. By George, it did. Oh yeah, she's shot. And like I said, the post is going to be in the way. I might be able to squeak it through there. Just enough room. I did a pretty good job of setting it down though, because she's pointing right at the post when you don't tweak them. Actually, this thing don't look like in as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's supposed to be considerably bigger than what it is. She ain't light. Yeah, you can see the brushes, they're pretty mangled. Gone down here on the end where they need to be good to push it into the tube. They don't get bad up here, but then when you get to the top, it's all messed up right there. She's all tweaked where it's pushed, just like the other day when it come apart on me. Everything got full and it was just pushing and pushing and pushing. All right, well, I'll make some phone calls and see about getting another one of those. Maybe I'll put a poly auger in it. All right, got all my tools cleaned up. This laying up here will be out of the way. I gotta move that wagon over there, so